We are a nation of laws. You can't just run around arresting people based on how they look, where they're hanging out, whether it's a car wash or a day worker or whatever. There's got to be reasonable grounds, a reasonable basis to arrest somebody. That's what the law says. That's what the Fourth Amendment requires. The Fifth Amendment due process clause requires that too. And a federal judge in California said as much just the other day. She said, you know what? You cannot, ICE agents, run around just making indiscriminate arrests of people because you think they might violate or have violated the immigration laws. Now, that was pursuant to an executive order where President Trump said, you know, ICE, broaden your authority, go arrest these folks. And she said no. The injunction she ordered, which is to say you can't do it, ICE, is limited to LA County because of the recent Supreme Court case where nationwide injunctions were found to be unconstitutional in favor of more limited injunctions. That was the effect of that recent Supreme Court case. Doesn't mean injunctions aren't going to happen, just means they're going to be narrower in their scope. And maybe more and more of them will happen, thereby creating more and more work for the courts. But injunctions are still okay. They're still permitted, and that's what happened here. Now, the Trump administration has already petitioned the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals to reverse her order proscribing ICE from making these indiscriminate arrests. What happens there, we're not sure. But if I can read the tea leaves right, which I sometimes can, sometimes can't, I think the Ninth Circuit will affirm her, and this injunction will hold up. It'll probably then go to the Supreme Court. If that is, the court takes the case. They have discretion to take appeals called writs of certiorari. Sometimes they take them, sometimes they don't. And if they take the case, will they reverse the trial judge, the district court judge? You know, with this court, there's always that possibility. But the court did invite smaller injunction rulings, and that's precisely what happened here. So this judge gave the Supreme Court what it asked for. Whether they'll flip her on review, who knows?